Kia ora and welcome along to the Met Service national update for today, Tuesday the 6th of June. Well, the story pretty much is the same as we go through the rest of today, as we'll find for much of the week. We find low pressure to the north. You can see on these charts here, this cloud up across those northern parts of the country. That's all associated with that area of low pressure that moved across us during King's birthday weekend. While down towards the south, high pressure sits over us and it keeps many spots dry and fine. As we go through the rest of this afternoon, there are some severe weather warnings in place as this rain continues to move in towards the Coromandel and those northern parts of Tairāwhiti, and we are going to find that those exist right the way through to about 3 or 4 o'clock this afternoon for the likes of, say, the Coromandel, and then through as far as 6 o'clock for those heavy rain warnings across those northern parts of the Gisborne, Tairāwhiti area as that rain continues to feed through. Could be some thunderstorms in the mix as well, and that could mean some pretty intense downpours of rainfall underneath those thunderstorms, particularly up about the ranges. So do keep an eye on the rainfall charts as we go through the rest of this afternoon. The good news is, as we go through in towards the night time, that main area of rainfall clears away towards the north. You'll notice, though, we're keeping hold of this easterly feed of air, southeasterly feed of air on towards that eastern coast of the North Island. So we continue to find more cloud and showers through there through the night time. And that's pretty much the story as we head through towards Wednesday and even through towards the latter part of the week. Down south, high pressure sits over us, areas of cloud, a few areas of fog just to start the day, but generally it's a dry and clear night, and that's reflected in our temperatures as well. Look at those temperatures for those inland parts of the Southland, -3 degrees Celsius, a cold, chilly start through there, but even up on towards the Northland we'll find our temperatures cooler than they have been for the last few days or so. So I think we are going to find a bit of a cooler feel as we go through towards this first week of June. But as we go through in towards Wednesday, well, there's no great change in the way the pressure is set up. High pressure sits across the southern parts of the country. To the north, that low pressure continues with that easterly feed of air on towards the North Island, continues to bring more cloud and showers through Hawke's Bay up towards Gisborne, perhaps a few skirting the likes of Northland as well. But generally, most spots I think will find there's plenty of dry weather and some decent spells of sunshine as well. For the North Island, particularly through places like Waikato down towards Taranaki, a fine dry looking day. We've got more cloud around those northern coasts of Northland, perhaps a few showers just skirting through there and perhaps towards Great Barrier Island, but you can see much of the activity is on this eastern coast from, say, Gisborne down towards Hawke's Bay in towards Wairarapa, perhaps a bit of early morning cloud from, say, from Wellington up towards those southern parts of Wanganui, but they'll clear off as we go through daytime. Some afternoon spells of sunshine before that cloud returns later in the day, but always more cloud on this eastern side. In terms of our temperatures, I think that cloud's going to keep things a little bit cooler. So highs in places like Gisborne and Hawke's Bay, 14s, 15s, perhaps 16 degrees Celsius in the best of any brightness. While we head across towards the other side, we'll find a little bit more in the way of sunshine. Temperatures, though, not far adrift. 16s and 17s for the likes of, say, Hamilton and Auckland. As we go through the night time, nice clear skies, then some that cold air, a chilly night as we go through and towards the early hours of Thursday morning. As we head down towards the South Island, well, you can see there's plenty of dry weather. A bit more cloud around this eastern coast first thing, perhaps a few areas of mist and fog to start the day through parts of Canterbury. As we head through and towards the afternoon, no, we'll find that cloud clears away, some nice spells of sunshine. Generally though, it's just cloud chasing across the South Island. Most spots I think will stay dry through the daytime. It's just getting rid of that reluctant cloud to clear from places like the Kaikoura coast and up towards the likes of, say, the Sounds. But we should even here find plenty of brightness and sunshine through the afternoon. Just keep in mind that cloud will push back towards us as we head through and towards those early hours of Thursday morning. However, where it does stay clear, it will be a cold night. Look at our nighttime temperatures through and towards the early hours of the morning again for places like Queenstown. So overnight, Wednesday to Thursday, -3 degrees Celsius, temperatures reaching just about 8 or 9 degrees Celsius. So a cold feeling day, one of the coolest so far this year, I think, across those southern parts of the country, even out towards places like Christchurch and down towards Ashburton. 10s and 11s as we go through daytime, our top temperatures for Wednesday, and a cool, cold night as we head into Thursday morning. Well, speaking of Thursday, there's not an awful lot of change. You can see on these pressure charts, the high pressure sits on towards the south, low pressure towards the north. Between them, that southeasterly feed of air continues to bring more cloud and showers on towards the eastern coast, but generally dry and bright from, say, Northland, Auckland, down through the likes of Waikato and the Southland. Again, many spots dry. Just keep in mind, we've got those areas of cloud and a few pockets of mist and fog around first thing, but generally the pattern for Thursday, very similar to Wednesday, which is also fairly similar to Friday as well. That's it from me. It's from metservice.com.